Hello everyone, my name is Mike320 and welcome back to game number 4 here in this New York Tacos franchise. Today, the undefeated Tacos seek to continue their 3-game win streak as they take on the second place Philadelphia Phillies. Taco Baseball coming up next. So fourth pitcher in the rotation this time, and it's the 5'5" righty of Jasper Schwartz. Jasper, of course, the younger brother of Ian Schwartz, who was kind enough to lend his time to become our 4th starting pitcher here in the rotation. Very solid pitcher all around, and perhaps his most notable pitch is his curveball, which he has excellent control over and excellent break. So here we go. It's game number 4 here on the season as the shortstop Gene Segura steps in.
1-0.
First pitch by Schwartz is a fastball, misses high, it's ball 1. So the Tacos off to an extremely hot season, partly because of that man, Nick Farkash, and of course Mr. Ian Schwartz in center field. A very good team so far, and they've proven themselves that even though they've just entered the league, that they can be a serious title contender, it looks like, as a good curveball gets Segura to swing over it. It's 1-1. Of course, we welcome you to a beautiful Bayfront Park here, right during sunset. Comfortable game time temperature of 66 degrees. And it should be a wonderful night here for baseball as Schwartz delivers his 1-1 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. So Schwartz and his curveball looking mighty good to start out the game as he looks to collect his first major league strikeout. 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball chopped towards Garay at short, fielded cleanly, and she'll throw into first to record the out. And that's the first out here in the top of the first.
Batting second.
So new team this time out in the Philadelphia Phillies, and a very divisive lineup for sure. You know, you see some big names here, especially looking at Bryce Harper and Rhys Hoskins, 2 very prolific power hitters. And they just this past offseason got Didi Gregorius from the Yankees. And yet another veteran here stepping in is Andrew McCutchen. First pitch curveball finds the strike zone for strike 1. McCutchen, of course, coming over from the Pirates 2 years ago. Very versatile outfielder, but definitely known for his defensive prowess. And you see right there the first round pick in the 2005 draft. So no stranger to the game of baseball. He's a battle-hardened veteran at this point. 1-1 pitch swung on and grounded to first. Castro's up with it, and he'll step on first unassisted for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So quick 2 outs here for Schwartz, but the task doesn't get any easier as the all-star Bryce Harper will step into bat. Harper already with 1 home run and 6 RBIs and a very hot .294 batting average to start the season. Most definitely a 5-2 player that any team would be happy to have.
Ball, that's down.
First pitch to Harper is outside. It's a changeup and it's ball 1. Hanging curveball for the 1-0 pitch, but it's fouled off and it's 1-1. Harper definitely known for his prolific batting against right-handed pitching such as Schwartz. So we'll see what he can do as the 1-1 pitch is on the way. Fastball high in the zone but taken for a strike and it's 1-2. So Schwartz looking sharp here as he'll look to retire the first 3 batters in order. A 1-2 pitch. Curveball way inside, and it's an easy call for a ball. It's 2-2. Counts even. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball lined up the middle for a base hit, so it'll be a single for Harper as the hanging curveball is promptly deposited into center field.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 17.
Good sense of timing by Harper not to swing through it. And instead of the first 3 batters being retired, it'll bring in the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins even off to a hotter start, 3 home runs and a .474 average, as Schwartz will throw to keep Harper close at first. Hoskins, a major power hitter, but definitely known to be strikeout prone from time to time. First pitch, curveball's down low, and that'll be a 1-0 count to Hoskins. Another throw down to Harper, who this time took a bigger lead, but he's back in safely. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball in there for strike one. This Phillies team definitely no stranger to being competitive, as really the entire NL East poses a threat to each other, as it's a weak grounder in front of the catcher Cruz, who will clutch and throw to first in time for the third out. So a single by Harper doesn't amount to much. We'll head to the bottom of the first, and it'll be the Tacos' first chance to bat. So on the mound for the Phillies this year will be Vince Velasquez. Velasquez, of course, not known for being an all-star caliber pitcher, but definitely will go out there and give, the Phillies the best chance of winning. So all you can really ask for Velasquez is to eat up a few innings and not give up too much. But of course, as we've seen so far, this Tacos lineup can be deadly.
The second baseman,
As the second baseman, Nick Farkash, will lead off. Look to be a first pitch cutter in there for strike one. Interestingly enough, it does not look like JT Realmuto is behind the plate in this one, as he swings over a good slider for strike two. So Farkash in an 0-2 hole early on here. 0-2 pitch.
One ball.
Look to be a slider or cutter. Yes, indeed, a slider high, and it'll be 1-2. Fastball inside, and it's 2-2, so good eye by Farkash to lay off. As the count's even now, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped down to first base. Hoskins is up with it, and he'll step on the bag unassisted, and that'll be one quick out here.
The center fielder, Ian.
So the lineup relatively the same here as we head into the fourth game here. One thing to note is that we have really tied new batting average leaders on the team, Miguel Cruz and Nick Farkash. So we'll see what they can do this game, as Schwartz's first pitch swinging but fouls it off for strike one. Schwartz, of course, scored the go-ahead winning run in last game's walk-off, as he swings through a good knuckle curve there, and it's 0-2. Swinging again, but this time it's fouled, and he'll stay alive. Schwartz has used his speed so far this season to very good effect. As he checks his swing, the appeal down to third base, and he got him apparently. So a strikeout there for Velasquez. It's his first of the day. And we see indeed it does look like he clearly broke the plane. So 2 quick outs here, and that'll bring in the power-hitting right fielder, Paul Maltese.
Oh, that's off the plate.
As he looks at a first pitch fastball inside for ball one. Maltese, a nice batting average, but not a single home run yet. As he pops this one foul, Hoskins will try to make a play on it. And he reaches over the stands, but he cannot come up with it. So it'll be a 1-1 count instead. So a lucky break for Maltese. As the slider misses high and away, it's 2-1. We've seen many teams pitch around to Maltese, and for good reason.
Inside,
as his count is now 3-1. Maltese definitely known for his power. And in today's game of baseball, power is a lot and means a lot to teams. The instant ability to get runs on the board is very valuable. As he'll look at a fastball and he'll take yet another walk. So Maltese will take the trot down to first, and it'll bring in the first baseman, Connor Castro.
The first baseman, Connor Castro.
Castro having a good start to the year so far. First pitch to him is a fastball that misses down low for ball 1.
No strike.
And Castro flies the ball out to Harper in right field. But Harper's under it. And he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. So 1 walk on the inning to Maltese, but nothing comes of it. We're knotted at 0. We'll head to the top of the 2nd.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
So top of the 2nd now, and that'll bring in the 3rd baseman, Didi Gregorius. Gregorius, of course, known for being a shortstop, but can have the ability to play that 3rd base side if needed. And with Segura playing short, it's no surprise that he'll shift over to 3rd. Good first pitch slider in there for strike 1. Going back to Jasper Schwartz. Schwartz not known for being a flamethrower, rather relying on his breaking pitches. Of course, the curveball at 69 would key you on that, but the slider at 80 should also let you know. Very good control, but definitely a lot of break, as he's already ahead of Gregorius here. As Gregorius hits a screamer out to Maltese in right field, and a valiant attempt to dive, but he won't come up with it. And it should be a leadoff double here for Didi Gregorius.
Batting 5th.
So Schwartz gets him behind, and a hanging slider will prove costly. As a valiant effort by Maltese there as he dive looking like Superman. But alas, it's in vain. As now there's nobody out with a runner in scoring position for the catcher Davey Grulin.
Ball 1.
Grulin might have taken a spot here from JT Realmuto. And definitely unproven, but certainly looking to make a name for himself in the big leagues. As he's behind the fastball there, and it's 1-1. Gregorius not all that fast. A single would be a close play at the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
As the slider misses off the plate, or rather a changeup, and it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Looks to be another changeup that time, and it's in there. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. Farkash fields it cleanly and throws to Castro at first for the 1st out of the inning, but the runner does move to 3rd. And so the sac fly opportunity is always going to be a danger here. So no errors so far for the Tacos. And we just saw Paul Maltese making a valiant effort to dive after the ball. But all around great fielding, especially in center field with Ian Schwartz. Can't say it enough. Fantastic speed, fantastic fielding. As Adam Hazley will step in to bat. Hazley, an outfielder, I believe. As he looks at a changeup inside for ball 1. Hazley, another man looking to make himself a name in the big leagues here. Not a lot of playing time, as he looks at a called strike there, and it's 1-2. Hazley yet to record a hit on the season so far. The 1-2 pitch. Changeup chopped foul down the 3rd base line, and the count will stay at 1-2. Schwartz is set. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses down and away, and it's 2-2. 1 out here to Gregorius on 3rd. As a ground ball to Gray at short, a nice outstretched play. And a high throw, but they'll get the out. But meanwhile, Gregorius comes in to score the 1st run of the game, as the Phillies will take a 1-0 lead.
Josh Harrison.
So an excellent play by Gray out at short. Stretched the glove out and just had enough reach to make the play. as the second baseman Josh Harrison will come in. Harrison, of course, with the Pirates last season, got traded to Philly, or rather was acquired in free agency, not traded. Decided to walk, and was thankfully picked up by a far better team and far more competitive team in the Phillies. 1-0 pitch is a good fastball swung through, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a smash out into the gap. Checo's trying to get to it, but that'll fall down for a double, it looks like, as Harrison made some loud contact on that pitch. And just like that, there's another runner in scoring position here with 2 out. And you could hear the crack of the bat. An absolute bomb. Had he had more power, might have left the yard. But in the meantime, Vince Velasquez, the pitcher, will step in. And he's first pitch swinging and pops it up to the third baseman Perrin, who settles under it. And that'll be the third out of the inning. But a runner does come across as Didi Gregorius scores on the ground out. And the Tacos will find themselves in an early 1-0 deficit. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second here,
New York,
as leading off will be the third baseman Austin Perrin. Perrin struggling so far to find base hit. Again, his only base hit was that 3-run home run back in game number 2. As the first pitch slider is taken down and away for ball 1. Perrin, of course, did have the RBI last time as well. As he looks at another slider for ball 2. Two-0 pitch on the way. Fastball just gets the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Velasquez, if you'll recall, was called on to play right field last year for the Phillies and made an incredible play by throwing out what would have been a go-ahead run while playing left field.
2-2.
And he even made a diving catch later in that game in extra innings. So a tried and true fielder, and it's an even count now to Perrin. It's 2-2. So Velasquez looking for the strikeout as the 2-2 pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a high-hanging slider as Perrin must not have been looking for it. And he'll go down swinging for the first out here.
The left fielder, Julian.
As you see, just got under it. Might have been expecting a changeup or a curve. But unfortunately for him, it's a slider. And he swings right under it for the first out. And that will bring in Julian Checo. Checo, another batter, batting .222, looking to improve his hitting fortune at the plate as he hits a sharp line drive into the stands behind the first base, and it's quickly 0-2. So Velasquez putting the Tacos down with not a lot of problems here so far. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Sharp ground ball at first base. Hoskins is up with it. He'll flip it to Velasquez, and he'll beat Checo to the bag for the second out.
Batting 7, the catcher, Miguel Cruz.
And now batting will be the catcher, Miguel Cruz. Cruz off to a hot start at the plate this year, batting .400. Tied for the best average on the team.
No, that's down.
As the first pitch fastball just misses down low. And it's 1-0.
That's outside.
Looked to be a fastball on the outside corner and misses for 2-0. The Tacos still without a hit here. Another fastball outside, and it's 3-0. So we'll see if the manager gives Miguel Cruz the green light here on 3-0. The 3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball just clips the corner for strike 1. So a borderline call there will go in Velasquez's favor as the count is now 3-1. And Cruz swings and he'll hit a fly ball to the right fielder, Harper. He'll put the squeeze on it, and that'll conclude matters here in the second. Nothing much doing for the Tacos. We'll head to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 1 and the Tacos nothing. So top of the third here, and the Phillies will lead off with the shortstop, Gene Segura. First pitch curveball in there for strike one. Segura, as you can see, a journeyman, including tenures with Miami, Seattle, Arizona, and now the Phillies. Solid shortstop, and he's evolved his hitting game to be very good. Still needs to work on his defense a bit.
That's in. Ball
As
two.
the count is now 2-1 on the fastball inside. Segura also with a little bit of speed. Nothing blazing, but certainly above average when you consider the prowess that he has, as he swings through a fastball and it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
2-2 pitch on the way.
We got a full
Looked to be a
count.
slider, misses outside, and it's now 3-2. And the hot hitting Andrew McCutchen is on deck. Three-two pitch on the way. Yanked down the third base line, but it just curves foul at the last second. And if that was fair, that probably would have been another leadoff double. Payoff pitch. Cue shot out into left field, and Checo can't come up with it. So it'll be a leadoff single for the Phils here in the top of the third.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
All right, so the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen, stepping up to dish. First pitch swinging, lines of ball just beyond the first base bag. Into foul territory for strike one. Schwartz would love nothing more here than a double play to erase that runner at first, of course. 0-1 pitch, hanging curveball, but taken, and it's 0-2. And you see McCutchen with a career 51.1 WAR. And for those of you not familiar, WAR standing for wins above replacement. And the higher the WAR, basically, the more elite the player you're dealing with. So McCutchen, an elite player here, danger of striking out as he takes the ball down low. Good block by Cruz behind the plate, as Segura will have to stay at first. 1-2 pitch. Curveball blasted out to center field. Schwartz will head back. He's at the track. He looks up, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Andrew McCutchen. As the Phillies tack on another 2 runs here, it's now 3-0. So the hot bat of Andrew McCutchen strikes again, as the Tacos now find themselves in an early 3-0 hole. It looked to be a cheap fastball trying to blow by McCutchen, but he didn't miss it, and he got every stitch of it as he deposits it well beyond the center field fence. And the task doesn't get any easier for Jasper, as now Bryce Harper is into bat, already 1-for-1 with a single, as he's first pitch swinging. But this time he hits it to Ian Schwartz in center field, who will make the play for the first out here in the top of the third.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
So with Harper retired, that'll bring in the first baseman, Reese Hoskins, as he'll take a first pitch fastball well located at the top of the zone for strike one. Hoskins with a 4-game hitting streak on the line, as they'll swing early and just barely chop a slider foul for strike two. Schwartz still looking for his first major league strikeout. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball, or slider rather, swung on and missed strike three. And there you have it, Jasper Schwartz's first major league strikeout,
Now batting,
courtesy of a swing and miss by Reese Hoskins. You see a good slider there. You see the break on that. 7-inch break on a slider, not too shabby. As third baseman Didi Gregorius will now step in. Didi already with a double and an RBI. As the first pitch to him is a fastball high and tight for ball 1. Loud contact off the bat of Gregorius, deep to left center field. Schwartz goes back at the track, and he makes the catch. A fantastic play by Schwartz, running into the wall. As we'll take a look here at the end of the inning, the Phils do get 2 on the home run by McCutcheon, and they're going to be up even more now. It's 3-0. So bottom of the third here, and leading off is the shortstop, Daniela Garay.
Shortstop, number 7.
Garay with some early hitting struggles to begin the season, looking to reverse her fortunes around. As she takes a first pitch slider inside for ball 1. As she hits a weak fly ball to the left fielder McCutcheon, and he'll put the squeeze on it for the first out here in the bottom of the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 18.
So an easy trip for Velasquez, first time through the batting order. And it doesn't prove to get any more difficult here as the pitcher, Jasper Schwartz, will step in.
Nope, that's a ball.
As Schwartz takes a first pitch slider down and away from ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way. Popped high to Hoskins at first, and he'll make the catch. And it's a quick 2 outs here for Velasquez. Velasquez known to have his on days for sure.
Second baseman,
As it looks like Schwartz might be a little confused about his role. He was indeed out. And so we'll do it again from the top of the order this time as Nick Farkash steps into bat. 0 for 1 with a ground out so far. As Velasquez will face the Tacos a second time through. Check swing, but it's definitely in there for a strike anyway, and it's 0-1. Good knuckle curve in there, and it's 0-2 now. So Velasquez being extremely efficient here to start the game. The 0-2 pitch is on the way. Pulled strike 3, slider down in the zone, just caught it. And Velasquez is dealing so far as the Tacos can't even muster a hit yet. We'll head to the top of the fourth. It's 3-0, Phillies.
leading off for the Phillies, the catcher.
So leading off for the Phillies will be the catcher, Davy Grouillon. Grouillon 0 for 1 with a ground out already. First pitch to him is a sharp grounder that goes foul, and it's 0-1. Schwartz looking to limit the damage. Already 3 runs to his name.
Nope, outside.
As he floats a curveball just outside, and it's 1-1. So we were mentioning how the curveball is a key pitch for Schwartz as he throws another one, and it's grounded to Perrin at third, who will make the throw to Castro at first for the first out. The curveball is a key pitch for Schwartz, but in order for it to be extremely effective, he needs to have good control over it. And as we've seen so far, he's been hanging quite a few of not just his curveball, but his changeup and his slider as well. So we'll see if that improves here as Adam Hazley steps in. Hazley takes a first pitch fastball in there for strike 1. Hazley, a first-round pick in the 2017 MLB draft. And he's worked his way quickly up here, as for the 2020 season, he's already on the starting roster. Sharp liner, but goes into the stands, and it's quickly 0-2. So you see there, Schwartz has been great with his command, but he's just left a couple of pitches too close over the plate, as Hazley stays alive, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way.
Nope.
Fastball just
1 ball,
misses
2
above the
strikes,
zone,
down.
and it's 1-2. Schwartz can't believe it. Has a little bit of talk with the home plate umpire there, as he thought that one was for sure strike 3. One-two pitch on the way. Curveball ground into second base. Farkash fields it cleanly, and he'll throw to Castro at first for the second out in the top of the 4th.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Good backdoor slider had him reaching for it and off the end of the bat. As the second baseman, Josh Harrison, will step in. Harrison already 1 for 1 with a double so far. First pitch to him is a good fastball that just catches the inside part of the zone for strike 1. Harrison, of course, with Pittsburgh and the Detroit before coming to the Phillies last year. Curveball hung, and Maltese will be on the run here, and he will make the catch for the 3rd out. So Schwartz settles down here as the Phillies are down 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It's still Phillies 3 and Tacos nothing.
Leading off for New York, the center fielder.
So leading off here in the bottom of the 4th rather, will be the center fielder Ian Schwartz. As Schwartz takes a questionable knuckle curve there for strike 1. Looked like a ball. The home plate umpire is certain in his call, as he'll foul that off, and he's quickly down 0-2. Velasquez absolutely dealing so far. He's allowed the Tacos not even a single hit yet, and we'll see if he continues this dominance here, as the 0-2 pitch from him is on the way. Fastball high and away, and it's ball 1. Look to be a slider down and inside, and it's 2-2. Schwartz, the kind of guy that's happy to get on base in any situation, because given his speed, easily able to not only steal a base, but get extra bases on hits that most other players aren't even able to do. As to look at a fastball that just misses, and the count is full. Power threatened Paul Maltese on deck. 3-2 pitch. Foul down the 3rd base line, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way. High and away, ball 4. And Schwartz will take the trot down to first, as the man with 99
The right
speed
fielder, number 21,
will be on first base to lead off the 4th.
Money.
Right fielder Paul Maltese stepping in. He too walked his first time up. Quick throw back to Schwartz from Velasquez, but he's in there safely. And whenever Schwartz is on base, you figure to see a lot of pickoff attempts here. As Maltese's first pitch swinging, but just chops the ball foul for strike 1. Maltese with the 3rd best average on the Tacos. Batting .333.
Ball 1.
As Schwartz takes off, and he's in there even before the ball reaches Velasquez over his head on the pitcher's mound. So it just goes to show you just how valuable Schwartz is on the base path. 1-1 count. Popped him up to Gregorius at 3rd. So a waste of an at-bat there for Maltese, as Gregorius will make the catch for the 1st out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Connor Castro.
So Connor Castro will step in. Castro 0 for 1 with a flyout, but perhaps looking to drive in Schwartz with a hit anywhere, really, as Schwartz's speed will more than enough allow him to score on any ground ball through the infield. First pitch curveball down low for ball 1. Castro, of course, is probably the 2nd or 3rd most prolific hitter on this Taco lineup. And definitely a lot of power to boot. And a decent contact attribute allows him to really drive the ball when he needs to. But as for right
One
now,
ball,
a beautifully
two
placed
strikes.
knuckle curve is in there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch.
I got
Slider
the count.
outside,
2-2.
and it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Reached for a slider that he had no business of swinging at. And unfortunately for Castro, he'll be retired
The third
swinging on
baseman,
strikes.
number 99.
So Velasquez continues to
Austin
look extremely sharp
Perry.
as the third baseman Austin Perrin is due up to hit next.
He's dead.
Pick off the second base, and Schwartz just gets back in time. So Velasquez looking sharp so far. First pitch to Perrin. Fastball in there for strike 1. And Guillon, the catcher, very happy with how Velasquez has been pitching so far as he shows his approval there. Taco still without a hit despite Schwartz being on second base. Schwartz, of course, walked early in the inning. As a high fly ball is going to be hit into foul territory. Harper will try to get there, but he won't be there in time. Perrin struggling so far with runners in scoring position as he's down 0-2 to Velasquez. 0-2 pitch. Curveball chopped foul down the first base line, and again it'll be 0-2. Pitch on the way. Hanging curveball, and Perrin just looks at it for strike 3. So Velasquez still without a hit. And we'll head to the bottom, or rather the top of the 5th. And it's still 3-0 Phils.
Leading off for the Phillies. The
So
pitcher,
leading off
number
will be the
21,
pitcher, Vince Velasquez.
Vince Velasquez.
Velasquez, as you've been seeing, fantastic with his pitching so far, and we'll see if he can get anything with his bat. First
Outside,
pitch by
that's the ball.
Schwartz is a fastball that misses outside for ball 1. Velasquez acquired from the Astros in 2015. As the 1-0 pitch of Velasquez is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. So last episode I said that there probably wasn't a chance we were playing the Astros. I checked the schedule, and actually, in about 5 games from now, we'll be down in Houston playing them, as a high curveball finds the zone and it's 1-2. So a very interesting matchup there. As the 1-2 pitch by Schwartz is a slider yanked way outside, and it's 2-2. Counts even. 2-2 pitch on the way. Another hanging curveball, and it's outside, and the count's full. It's 3-2. So a disastrous start if Schwartz walks Velasquez to start the inning. As the payoff pitch is now on the way. Curveball nowhere close, and he walks the pitcher. As Schwartz is extremely dismayed with himself. Not happy at all, and the last thing you want to do as a pitcher is walk the opposing pitcher, especially to start off the inning. And indeed, the pitcher's already up in the bullpen. It'll be Isaac Cabrera and John Franco, it looks like. Gene Segura will come up, who already has a hit in this game. First pitch fastball in there for strike 1. And then you see the righty Cabrera and the lefty Franco. Franco, of course, already pitched, but it would be the pitching debut for Cabrera if he enters the game. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Fastball swung on early and high fly ball that goes into the third base stands. It's 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Swung over a changeup, and that'll be Schwartz's second strikeout of the day.
The left fielder.
So the beauty of a changeup there. It looked like Segura timed it well, but just couldn't put contact. As even the Phillies are applauding him, as you see in the background there, for a nasty pitch. So left fielder Andrew McCutcheon, who had that big 2-run home run back in the third, will try his luck again against Schwartz. McCutcheon 12 for 21, batting .571 to start the year. It doesn't get any hotter than that. Runner on first, 1 out. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball down and inside, and it's quickly 2-0 here. So perhaps Schwartz a little bit intimidated by what McCutcheon did earlier on. Looks like he's pitching around him. Indeed, it's 3-0 already. Once again, Harper on deck. Always a threat to go deep. Real pitch on the way. Fastball high in the zone, but inside the zone. And it's 3-1. Liner out to Checo in left. And Checo doesn't have to move that far, but he'll glove it cleanly. And it's 2 outs here on the top of the 5th.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Hit it right on the screws. And Checo has to range about maybe 10 steps over. Not much effort needed. As with 2 outs here, Bryce Harper will step into bat. First pitch to Harper looked to be a slider that never really broke for a ball. .1-0 pitch. Fastball in there for strike 1, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball swung through, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball very high, and an easy layoff there for Harper as it's 2-2. Counts even. 2-2 pitch on the way. Curveball taken just low, and the count's full yet again. Schwartz gets his sign. The payoff pitch. High fly ball to right center field, and Maltese will just take a look at that, as it is a long home run for Bryce Harper. A 425-foot blast to right center field, and the Phillies have opened the doors. They've busted them down. It's now 5-0. A long, no doubt, home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. And the Tacos' woes continue, as that one was gone instantly as soon as it hit his bat. It was another hanging slider, and he promptly deposits it down by the carnival area. Might have even went into the ocean. As the bullpen will continue to warm up here, as this is sure to be Schwartz's last inning. So Reese Hoskins will step in next. Curveball low, and it's 2-0. Schwartz rattled. 12 balls, 10 strikes. Never a good thing to have more balls than strikes in an inning. And you can see Schwartz has pretty much lost all of his groove out there. We'll see if he can get it back, but it's hard to bounce back, especially after giving up 5 runs in 5 innings. Fastball just finds the top of the zone, and it's 2-2. So Schwartz looking to escape the nightmare. Counts even. 2-2 pitch on the way. Change up low, and the count's full yet again. Payoff pitch. Curveball misses outside, or rather a slider still. And it's yet another walk for Jasper Schwartz.
The batter, the third baseman, Didi.
Not a bad pitch, but Hoskins is able to hold up, and he'll take the trot down to first.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and indeed, that'll be it for Jasper Schwartz. So it's not a good outing from Schwartz, as he will go 4 2/3, giving up 5 earned runs and 2 homers. So he'll head back to the dugout here to try to figure out what went wrong, as once again we'll see an appearance from Al Leiter. So in steps Didi Gregorius. Gregorius 1 for 2 with a double already. As first pitch swinging is a weak ground ball. Nice play by Leiter. And the Tacos will escape the inning, but the damage is done, and perhaps an insurmountable lead here in the middle innings, as this 2-run home run by Bryce Harper makes the score Phillies 5 and Tacos 0. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off for the Tacos, the left fielder.
So bottom of the 5th here, and the Tacos are still looking for their first hit. Sharp ground ball foul will be strike 1. So not the best outing so far for this whole Tacos team. They've been struggling against Vince Velasquez, who really should have no business dominating. He's not one of the most elite pitchers, but from time to time it is true that he can deliver performances such as these, as Checo's already in an 0-2 count.
That's a ball.
As he'll take a fastball, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Velasquez even more concerningly pitching effectively, only 58 pitches, so he could still go a long way in this game.
I got the count. 2-2.
Slider misses outside and counts even at 2-2. Curveball down low when the count's full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Loud crack of the bat, but Checo just yanks it foul. And we'll do it again. It's 3-2. Three and 2 pitch. Ball chopped foul behind the plate, and the count will stay at 3-2. Checo known to be a fighter while batting, and it's definitely showing here. Pitch on the way. Swung on a miss, strike 3, looking for off speed, but Velasquez blew a fastball by him, and he has a 6th strikeout of the night.
The catcher, number 00, Miguel Cruz.
Checo, an extremely late swing, might have been looking for the curve, but alas for him, it's a fastball, and he'll go down as the first out here. So into step is the catcher, Miguel Cruz. As Cruz hits a sharp ground ball to Segura at short, but Segura throws him out in time, and just like that, there's 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, number 7.
So the shortstop, Daniela Garay, will come into bat. Gray, much like her other teammates, not a hit yet recorded, as the no-hitter is still in effect here. As the first pitch by Velasquez, drag bunt, and unfortunately this one will bounce foul. So not a bad way to break up the no-hitter, breaking one of the unwritten rules, of course. As Garay hits a fly ball out to Harper, doesn't have to move all that much, and he puts the squeeze on it for the last out. So again, the Tacos down 1-2-3. We'll head to the top of the 6th. It's Phillies 5 and the Tacos nothing.